Welcome to Drift Off. Tonight, I'd like to invite you on a gentle journey into one of the most powerful moments of the 20th century. A moment not built from monuments or treasures, not hidden beneath the earth, not discovered in a tomb or carved into ancient stone, but spoken aloud on a warm August day before a vast crowd at the foot of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Tonight, we're traveling to the year 1963, to the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, and to the day Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the speech that would become known around the world as "I Have a Dream." As you settle comfortably, allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the day to begin drifting gently away. There's nothing to memorize tonight, nothing to study, nothing you need to hold on to. And if sleep arrives before we reach the end, you're free to follow it. For now, imagine Washington, D.C. The summer air is warm, the sky bright above the city, the long reflecting pool stretching toward the Washington Monument, and beyond it, thousands upon thousands of people gathering peacefully beneath the open sky. To understand the importance of that day, we need to step gently into the America of the early 1960s. A country full of promise, but also a country still deeply divided by segregation and inequality. In many places, Black Americans were denied the same rights, opportunities, and protections as white Americans. Schools, buses, restaurants, workplaces, voting booths, and public spaces were shaped by systems that kept people separated and unequal. For years, civil rights activists had been working to change this. Through court cases, through boycotts, through marches, through sit-ins, through patient organization, through courage, through persistence. Martin Luther King Jr. had already become one of the best-known leaders of the civil rights movement. He was a minister, a speaker, an organizer, a believer in non-violent protest. He had helped lead the Montgomery bus boycott. He had spoken across the country. He had written from a Birmingham jail. And by 1963, the movement had reached a crucial moment. There was urgency. There was hope. There was frustration. was determination. And there was a growing belief that the nation needed to see, clearly and peacefully, how many people were calling for change. The March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom took place on August 28th, 1963. It was not only about one man, and not only about one speech. It was the work of many people: civil rights leaders, labor leaders, religious groups, students, workers, families, organizers who planned carefully, volunteers who traveled long distances, people who believed that justice needed to be seen, heard, and carried into the heart of the capital. By train, by bus, by car, and on foot, people came to Washington. Some travelled through the night. Some brought food with them. Some wore their Sunday best. The crowd grew. Tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. By the time the day had fully arrived, around 250,000 people had gathered. Imagine that for a moment. A sea of people stretching along the National Mall. Faces turned toward the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. The reflecting pool shimmering in the light. The great seated statue of Abraham Lincoln behind the speakers. And above it all, the sense that history was not something far away. History was happening here, in this very place, in this very hour. The Lincoln Memorial was not chosen by accident. It carried meaning. It stood in honor of the president associated with the Emancipation Proclamation, issued 100 years earlier. That made the setting deeply symbolic. A century had passed since that proclamation, and still many Americans were waiting for the full promise of freedom to become real in daily life. That was part of what made the moment so powerful. The past and present seemed to meet on those steps. The memory of Lincoln, the struggle of the civil rights movement, the hope of a better future, all gathered in one place. Speakers addressed the crowd throughout the day. Music filled the air. Messages of justice, dignity, work, freedom, and equality were shared. And eventually, Martin Luther King Jr. stepped forward. He spoke of promises, of justice, of the long delay in fulfilling the rights owed to Black Americans. He spoke with rhythm, with clarity, with the cadence of a preacher and the precision of a leader who understood the weight of the moment. The crowd listened. The words travelled outward across the mall, across the reflecting pool, across the waiting city. And then the speech moved into the section that would make it famous around the world. Martin Luther King began to describe a vision, a dream of justice, a dream of equality, a dream of children growing up in a nation where they would not be judged by the colour of their skin, but by their character. A dream rooted in the American promise, but reaching beyond politics into something deeply human. The words were not merely spoken, they seemed to rise, to gather strength, to move across the crowd like light moving across water. Those listening that day understood they were hearing something extraordinary. Not because it was loud, not because it was dramatic, but because it gave language to a hope that millions of people already carried. The hope that the future could be fairer than the past. The hope that the country could become more honest with itself. The hope that change, however slow, could still come. The speech did not end injustice in a single day, but it became a defining moment. A moment that helped bring the civil rights movement into the living rooms and newspapers of millions of people. A moment that showed the size, seriousness, and dignity of the movement. A moment that connected moral urgency with national memory. In the years that followed, major civil rights legislation would reshape American law. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These changes came through the work of countless people, leaders and organisers, marchers and lawyers, students and clergy, families and communities, people whose names are known and many whose names are not. The speech became one part of a much larger movement, but it remains one of the clearest, most memorable expressions of that movement's hope. Perhaps that's why the speech still matters today. Because some moments in history do more than mark an event. They give shape to an idea. The Rosetta Stone gave historians a way to read a lost language. Sutton Hoo gave archaeologists a way to better understand the hidden world. And this speech gave millions of people a way to hear, in words, the possibility of a more just future. That is the power of spoken history. A voice rises, a crowd listens, the moment passes, the sun moves lower in the sky, people return home, but the words remain. They echo through classrooms, through books, through recordings, through memory, through generations. One afternoon in 1963, continuing to speak long after the crowd has gone. And now, as we begin to drift gently away from that summer day, imagine the National Mall growing quiet once more. The crowds have slowly departed. The reflecting pool lies still beneath the evening sky. The Lincoln Memorial stands calmly in the distance. The city lights begin to glow, and the words spoken that day continue travelling through time. Like a candle carried through history. A reminder that change often begins with people gathering together, with courageous voices repeated, with hope spoken aloud. History is not only made by kings and queens, not only by armies or empires. Sometimes history is made by a crowd standing peacefully in the sun, by a speaker at a podium, by words that help people imagine something better. And now, perhaps your own thoughts are beginning to quiet. Perhaps your breathing has become a little slower, a little deeper, a little easier. There's nothing more you need to follow. Nothing more you need to understand tonight. The day is finished. Tomorrow can wait until tomorrow. For now, you can simply rest. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your jaw to loosen. Allow the muscles around your eyes to relax. You're safe, comfortable, supported. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to become sleepy. You're allowed to drift. The memorial can stand quietly beneath the stars. The reflecting pool can hold the moonlight. The words can continue echoing through history. And you can rest now. Peacefully, softly, completely. And if you'd like another sleepy history journey, there'll always be one waiting for you here. Good night, my friends.